That was unreal again. I'm the fiercest, most relentless competitor to ever step in the arena. Nobody can stop me. Call me the conqueror. No, call me Alexander if you want. I don't need anyone's crown. I'm the greatest there's ever been. No one compares. I come from the top tier. No one measures up. My approach is fearless and bold. My guard is unbreakable. I'm pure drive and precision. Surprise, surprise, the king returns. Send word, tell me the place. I'll go wherever you call it. Ireland, New York, Brooklyn, Moscow. Pick it. Tell me where they'll learn that when you mistake someone's kindness for weakness, there's a price. Tomorrow night, they'll see what focus really looks like. You think you know me? You don't. Let me make it clear, I'm not the risk. I am the challenge. The one who stands at the door and knocks with purpose. In my head, I'm always on top. I don't care what people think or say. In my head, I'm always the best, and I'll keep saying it. I don't lose. I learn, I grow, I win. Winning is my duty. That's my role. Bet against me. Doubt me. I love it. I thrive on it. I'm calm, composed, centered, but always ready for battle. Everyone talks tough until it's time to act. For those who aim for the top, mercy isn't an option. There's one rule: evolve or be left behind. Some people hate dominance. They call it arrogance. My mind is bulletproof. My focus solid as stone. I don't care if you love me or hate me, as long as I keep winning. Get back to work. Stop overthinking. Cut the noise. Return to the mental lab. That's where greatness is built. There is no tomorrow. Pain is temporary. A minute, an hour, a day, a year, it fades. But regret lasts forever. When it's time to perform, I flip the switch. Like a gladiator stepping into the arena, it's go time. Nothing stops me from giving everything I've trained for. You will feel the difference. Every ounce of effort you've seen, I've multiplied it in silence. I'm a student of greatness. I studied the masters, warriors, leaders, thinkers. I learned from every victory and defeat. That's why I was respected in my craft. That was my essence. Now, I'm building a new version of myself, one that balances hunger with humility. I'm not who I was, and that's the point. I built this version of me brick by brick. My philosophy: never settle for ordinary when you can be the best. You must grind. Cowards stay small. That's not you. Some people are born with a rare, unstoppable drive. If we lived centuries ago, they'd be leading the charge. Those spirits still exist. They just wear different armor now. I want to see you at 3 a.m., still pushing. Show me your discipline when you're exhausted. Get up again tomorrow, and again the next day. Keep going. That's how you rise. Life can hijack your mind. When it does, your goals vanish. Breakups, failure, rejection, let them go. Don't let life make you weak. Own your mind before life owns it. Use your emotions as fuel. Be open to the possibility that you can do it. Because when you believe, everything changes. I trained my whole life alone. That's how you build real strength. No applause, no spotlight, just work. When it gets heavy, who carries the weight? Me. Don't idolize the public version of success. It's built in private. If you live in comfort, you'll never grow. Fire is what forges you. And mentality, that's what gets you through. Never arrive. Stay hungry. Stay humble. Surround yourself with those who elevate you. The climb gets lonely. That's the test. Don't go back. That in-between space is where you evolve. Purpose isn't found. It's built. You are the purpose. Fix the surface, then go deep. Find why you quit and fix that. Forge yourself like a sword. Heated, hammered, made unbreakable. On your last day, imagine being surrounded by the ghosts of your unused potential. The dreams you never acted on, the talents you never used. How many will haunt you? Don't die with potential still inside you. Comfort kills more dreams than failure ever could. Growth is uncomfortable. Get used to it. Change happens when you push beyond easy. Failure isn't the end. Stopping is. When you're in the dark, find your reason. Create a mindset that ignites you. Pressure isn't the enemy. It's the test. Master it. Control the fire. Turn it into energy. People fear the work. That's fine. Leave the hard work to us. Stay locked in. Stay focused. Even when you fall, rise again. I failed more times than I can count. That's why I'm standing now. Every setback became part of my strength. Pain built me. Pressure shaped me. Accept it. Smile at it. Pain is the gatekeeper of destiny. It asks one question: do you really want this? And every time, my answer is yes. One relentless grind and routine. Listen, everybody wants the aura. That unshakable energy when you walk in a room and people just feel something different about you. But that energy, that presence, it doesn't come from luck or genetics or some motivational quote on your feed. It's built in silence, in the hours nobody claps for, in the nights when the world sleeps, and you're still out there sharpening yourself for a war nobody else even sees coming. You say you want to glow, to have that confidence that makes heads turn. Then start earning it. Stop talking about becoming your best self and start building him. Because every version of you that you dream about, the focused, disciplined, powerful one, is already waiting. He's not a fantasy. He's buried under your comfort, your laziness, your distractions. And the only way to bring him out is through routine, through grind, through the boring, repetitive, thankless work that nobody wants to do every single day. You want to know what aura really is? It's not about looks. It's not about status. It's about energy, the kind that comes from self-control. When you wake up at 2 a.m. and drag yourself to the gym while the rest of the world is asleep, you're not just training your body. You're training your mind to obey you. You're teaching it that when you say, move, it moves. When you say, focus, it listens. That's where power comes from. That's the seed of your aura. Everybody posts quotes. Everybody talks discipline. But few actually live it. Because living it means sacrifice. It means saying no to comfort. No to scrolling. No to instant pleasure. It means embracing boredom like it's a weapon. Because when you can stay consistent even when it's dull, even when nobody's watching, you're already ahead of 99% of people out there. Let them party. Let them sleep. Let them chase validation. You stay on your mission, because your routine is your foundation. And when you build that foundation right, nobody can shake you. Not failure, not hate, not doubt. You'll move through chaos like calm water. Because discipline creates peace. You'll stop chasing attention, because your aura will speak louder than any word ever could. When you're consistent, something changes in your eyes. People feel it when you talk, when you walk, when you stand. It's that quiet confidence, that energy that says, I've been through the fire and I'm still here. That's aura. It's not loud. It doesn't need to prove itself. It just is. But understand this. You can't fake that energy. You can't shortcut it. You can't buy it with money or fake it with words. You have to earn it through time and effort, through sweat and sacrifice. You have to be the kind of person who works when no one believes in you, who keeps going even when it's dark, when it's lonely, when it's boring. That's the test. And every rep, every late night, every silent morning, it's all shaping you. Every one of those moments is you forging your aura piece by piece. There's a reason the greats seem different. Because they are. Not because of talent, but because they've mastered the routine. They've learned how to fall in love with the process. While everyone else chases motivation, they chase mastery. They know that repetition builds power. They know that the real war isn't out there, it's in your mind. And when you win there, the outside world has no choice but to bow. You think aura is some mystery? It's not. It's the result of years of saying no when it's easier to say yes. It's built from every morning you didn't want to wake up but did. Every night you wanted to quit but didn't. Every time you chose growth over comfort. Every time you chose to rise over rest. That's what people feel when they meet you. That's why your presence speaks louder than your voice ever could. You have to understand. Every moment counts. Every choice is carving you into something stronger or something weaker. You can't hide from that truth. The grind keeps receipts. And when it's time to show who you are, the work will speak. No noise. No talk. Just results. There's no magic formula. No secret routine that only the elite know. It's the same for everyone. Wake up, show up, stay consistent. But what separates you is intensity. How deep you go when it's hard. How much you give when nobody's clapping. How many times you get up when life knocks you down. That's where your aura is born. In the repetition, in the resistance, in the refusal to settle. You've got to become addicted to progress. Obsessed with small wins. Hungry for improvement. Even when it's slow. Even when it's invisible. Because the truth is, aura doesn't shine overnight. It builds quietly, like a storm on the horizon. And one day, you'll walk into a room and everyone will feel it. They won't know what changed, but you will. You'll know every long night, every early morning, every lonely hour built that energy. You'll feel untouchable, not because you're better than anyone, but because you've proven to yourself that you can rely on you. And when you reach that point, that's when the aura becomes real. That's when your presence carries power. That's when people start to listen, not because you're loud, but because you're authentic. Because they can feel that everything you say, you've already lived. So if you want to build your aura, stop waiting for the perfect plan. Stop looking for motivation. Just start. Train in silence. Work when it's inconvenient. Stay disciplined when it's boring. Show up every single day like the world depends on it. Because in a way, it does. The world needs the strongest version of you. And the only way to become him is through the grind. Every day you skip is a piece of potential left behind. Every time you delay, your aura dims. So lock in. Work. Not for likes. Not for claps. But for the person you promised yourself you'd become. When you do that, when you give everything, you won't need to chase energy. You'll be the energy. You'll be the aura. Unshakable. Silent. Powerful. That's the truth. You either put in the unseen work, or you stay average. And average never had an aura. 2 bulletproof mindset / confidence. You have to understand something. The world doesn't respect words. It respects energy. It respects certainty. It respects the man who walks into a room and doesn't flinch. The one who doesn't need to prove anything, because his presence already says it all. That's what real confidence is. Not loud, not arrogant, but calm, grounded, bulletproof. You've got to build a mind that doesn't crack under pressure. A mind that doesn't shake when things get heavy. Because life will test you. It will come for your peace, your focus, your self-belief, everything. And when it does, the only thing that saves you is the strength you've already built within. No one's coming to hand it to you. No one's coming to make you believe. You've got to decide, right now, that nothing breaks you. When I say bulletproof, I don't mean fearless. I mean unshakable. It means you feel fear, but you don't bow to it. You get hit, but you don't fold. You fall, but you rise again. Smarter, stronger, colder. Because your mindset isn't built on emotion. It's built on discipline, repetition, and truth. And the truth is simple. You are either your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. Most people crumble before they're even hit. They doubt themselves before life even tests them. They talk about their goals but move like victims. They pray for strength but run from discomfort. And then they wonder why nothing changes. It's because their mind is fragile, and a fragile mind can't hold a powerful life. But when you build a bulletproof mindset, when you decide that no matter what happens, you will not break, that's when everything starts to shift. Your energy changes. Your voice changes. Your eyes change. People start to feel it. Because true confidence doesn't scream. It radiates. Confidence is built in the dark. It's built when you do the hard thing and no one knows. It's built every time you silence that voice that says, quit. It's built through repetition, through doing what you said you'd do, long after the mood has left. That's how belief is born. You don't think your way into confidence. You earn it through proof. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your mind takes note. It says, I can trust him now. And that trust, that's confidence. That's how you become dangerous. Not because you talk big, but because you follow through. You've become your own proof. You've shown your mind you're not bluffing. So when you face chaos, you don't panic, because you've already faced worse in private. This world will test you. It will try to break your focus, pull you into noise, make you question your worth. And if your identity depends on other people's opinions, you'll fall. But if your identity is forged in solitude, in the grind, in the silence, in the daily battles no one sees, then you're untouchable. You don't need approval. You don't need validation. You are self-made energy. That's what I am the danger really means. Not violence, not ego. It means I'm not afraid of pressure anymore. I am the pressure. It means I've been through enough storms to know I can handle any weather. It's knowing that nothing outside of you can shake what's already solid inside. People will doubt you. They'll mock your focus. They'll call you obsessed. Good, let them. Because obsession builds empires. Focus builds aura. And belief makes you unstoppable. Understand this. You will have days when everything feels off. When your motivation disappears. When your plan doesn't work. When you start questioning yourself again. That's when you remember, you're not built for easy. You're built for endurance. You're built for pressure. You're built for those moments that separate the talkers from the doers. Keep your vision locked in. Don't flinch. Don't beg for shortcuts. Train your mind to hold the line even when your body screams to quit. That's how you become bulletproof. You control your focus. You control your response. You control your energy. And when you control that, no one can touch you. A bulletproof mindset isn't about arrogance. It's about clarity. You stop competing with people and start competing with your old self. You stop seeking approval and start seeking growth. You stop reacting emotionally and start acting intentionally. You stop waiting for motivation and start moving through discipline. Because you've realized, no one can build your confidence for you. You've got to earn it, day by day, action by action. You'll reach a point where the noise doesn't matter anymore, where praise and hate sound the same, because your focus is locked on purpose, not opinions. That's the level of peace that comes from mental armor. You've trained your emotions to stay silent when chaos gets loud. You've built your mind like a fortress, calm on the outside, powerful on the inside. And that's when you start to glow differently. That's when people say you've got aura. They won't understand it. They'll think it's confidence. But it's deeper than that. It's self-trust. It's certainty. It's knowing that no matter what happens, win or lose, you'll keep moving forward. That's power. That's your aura. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. You just have to live it. Walk like you've already won the internal battle. Because when your mind is bulletproof, the world feels light. Obstacles turn into training. Failures turn into lessons. And pain turns into purpose. You stop fearing the fight. You become the fight. That's what confidence really is. It's not about pretending you're perfect. It's about knowing that you can handle imperfection and still move forward. It's about falling 100 times and still standing tall. It's about trusting your grind, trusting your growth, trusting yourself. So the next time you feel doubt creeping in, remind yourself, you've been here before. You've felt pressure before. And you're still here. Still breathing. Still moving. Still standing. That's proof. That's confidence. That's aura. The world doesn't give that kind of energy to everyone. You have to earn it. You have to build it in silence. And when it's ready, it'll show, not through your words, but through your presence, through your calm, through your eyes, through your focus. That's the bulletproof mindset. It's not built overnight. It's built every single day you choose strength over doubt, action over fear, and growth over comfort. Keep building that. Keep sharpening that. Because when you master your mind, you master your aura. 3. Resilience. Pain is temporary. There's a moment that comes for everyone. The breaking point. That second where everything feels heavy. Where the world hits harder than you expected. And for a split moment, you think about giving up. We've all been there. But here's the truth most people never understand. That moment isn't meant to break you. It's meant to build you. Pain isn't the enemy. It's the gatekeeper. It's standing in front of everything you want. And it's asking you one simple question. How bad do you really want this? Most people turn back right there. They don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they expect the path to be painless. They want the reward without the suffering, the glory without the grind. But real growth doesn't work like that. You can't become stronger without resistance. You can't become wise without mistakes. You can't become resilient without pain. Pain is the proof that you're evolving. It's the signal that you're alive, that you're in the arena, that you're not just existing, you're fighting. And that fight is what separates the average from the unstoppable. Listen, the people you admire, the ones who inspire you, they've all been through fire. They've all been broken, doubted, ignored, and tested. But they didn't stay there. They took that pain, they shaped it, they learned from it, and they came back sharper. Every scar became a story. Every loss became a lesson. Every failure became fuel. Pain is temporary. It might last a minute, or an hour, or a day, but it always fades. And when it fades, something else takes its place. Pride. Not the fake kind that comes from ego, but the quiet kind that comes from surviving. The kind that whispers, "I didn't quit." The kind that reminds you who you really are. When you start to see pain this way, everything changes. You stop avoiding it. You stop fearing it. You start using it. Because pain isn't the end. It's the beginning of transformation. The body gets stronger through tension. The mind grows through challenge. The soul evolves through struggle. Without pain, you stay soft. Without pain, you stay the same. You see, resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, one comeback at a time. Every time you get knocked down and rise again, you're building armor. Every time life throws you chaos and you stay calm, you're sharpening your edge. Every time you face rejection and still move forward, you're proving to yourself that nothing can truly stop you. And that's what aura really is. It's the glow of someone who's been through hell and came out better, not bitter. Someone who's felt pain deeply but used it wisely. Someone who's been shattered but still walks tall. That's the energy that can't be faked. It's earned. People want to skip the pain because it hurts. They want shortcuts. They want comfort. But comfort kills growth. It's the slow poison that keeps you stuck where you are. Pain, on the other hand, pain wakes you up. It humbles you. It teaches you discipline. It breaks your illusions. And it shows you what you're really made of. Think back to your lowest point. The day you thought you couldn't take another step. The night you felt alone, unseen, forgotten. But somehow, you made it through. You didn't realize it then. But that was your training ground. That was your rebirth. And every time you go through that kind of pain, you rise with a stronger mindset, a sharper focus, a deeper hunger. Pain carves character. It strips away weakness, ego, and excuses. It leaves you raw, real, and ready. That's why the best people you know carry both confidence and calm. They've already fought battles you don't see. They've already faced the kind of nights where only discipline kept them going. They've already learned. You can't control what happens, but you can always control how you respond. And that's the essence of resilience. It's not pretending you're fine. It's feeling everything, the hurt, the frustration, the doubt, and still choosing to move forward anyway. It's not about smiling through pain. It's about walking through it with purpose. Because resilience isn't a mood, it's a decision. A decision to keep pushing, to keep learning, to keep standing up no matter how hard you're hit. When you understand that pain is temporary, it loses its power over you. You stop letting short-term emotions ruin long-term goals. You stop quitting halfway through the storm. You stop chasing easy, and you start chasing evolution. Because deep down you know, you can't grow without friction, and you can't shine without a little darkness. The truth is, resilience isn't built on winning. It's built on surviving what should have broken you. It's built on those quiet nights, when no one's watching, no one's cheering, and you still show up. You still lift. You still study. You still work. You still grind. Because that's who you are now. Someone who doesn't need perfect conditions to give maximum effort. That's your aura. That's the unshakable presence that comes from enduring pain and turning it into power. It's why when you walk into a room, people feel you're calm before you even speak. They can sense it, the discipline, the focus, the fire. Because energy doesn't lie, and pain refines that energy into something magnetic. So the next time you face pain, don't run, don't hide, don't look for a way out. Look for the lesson. Ask what it's trying to teach you, because every time you overcome pain, you level up your mindset. You earn another layer of strength. You add another spark to your aura. And one day, you'll look back and realize the moments that hurt the most were the ones that built you the most. The heartbreaks, the failures, the rejections, the lonely nights. They didn't break you. They shaped you. They prepared you for everything you were meant to become. So when pain comes, welcome it. Smile at it. Use it. Because pain is not punishment. It's preparation. And one day, you'll thank it. Because it didn't come to destroy you. It came to reveal you. And when that happens, your aura becomes unstoppable. For competitive/winning mentality, there's a truth that most people are too scared to say out loud. In life, you're either the hunter or the hunted. There's no middle ground, no comfort zone, no safe space where you can hide from competition. You either dominate or you get dominated. That's the law of the world. It's not cruel, it's nature. And once you accept that, everything changes. The weak avoid competition because it exposes them. The strong seek it because it sharpens them. Pressure is a privilege. It means you're in the fight. It means you've earned the right to test yourself. And the ones who win, they don't win because they're lucky. They win because they were willing to bleed longer, grind harder, and stay locked in when everyone else broke. Every day you wake up, you're at war. Not with anyone else, but with the version of you that's fine with mediocrity. The version that wants to sleep in. The version that says, I'll do it tomorrow. That's your real opponent. And if you don't destroy that version, it will destroy you. Winning isn't about ego. It's about survival. It's about proving that your willpower can outlast the pain. That your focus can slice through distractions. That your hunger burns when others go cold. That's the difference between a talker and a conqueror. Between average and elite. Everyone wants to be the best until they realize what being the best actually demands. Sacrifice, discipline, isolation, endless repetition. It's not glamorous. It's not pretty. It's not social media highlight reels. It's doing the same work when nobody's watching. Again and again and again. Until you've built something unbreakable inside yourself. Because that's what true winners are made of, repetition. Relentless consistency. The kind of obsession that scares lazy people. The kind of focus that makes others uncomfortable. When you have that, you stop chasing motivation and start living in discipline. Success isn't something you find. It's something you hunt. You stalk it, track it, study it, and when it's in your sights, you strike. No hesitation, no doubt, no apology. You take what's yours. You don't need to announce it. You don't need to brag. You don't need to convince anyone, because your results will do all the talking. When you dominate quietly, your silence becomes louder than their noise. See, there's a kind of power that comes from obsession. Not unhealthy obsession, but the kind that keeps you hungry even when you've won. The kind that whispers, "Don't relax. You're not done." Because the moment you get comfortable, you start slipping. And when you slip, someone else is waiting to take your place. That's the truth about competition. There's always someone younger, faster, hungrier. And that's a good thing, because it keeps you sharp. It forces you to evolve. It keeps that fire alive. Winners don't run from competition. They crave it. They love the pressure. They love the noise. Because pressure reveals who's real. Pressure separates those who dream from those who do. You want revenge? Win. Not by words, not by arguments, not by posts, by results. The loudest statement is success. It's walking past the people who doubted you, with your head high and your purpose clear. It's hearing their silence when they realize you did what they said you couldn't. Winning isn't just about beating others. It's about beating the limits you once believed in. It's about proving to yourself that you can go further, dig deeper, and endure longer than you thought possible. That's real victory. Not the trophy, not the applause, but the quiet moment afterward, when you know you gave everything. People will misunderstand this mindset. They'll say it's arrogance. They'll call it toxic. They'll label it too intense. But those same people will still consume your success, still envy your focus, still wonder how you do it. That's the irony. They criticize what they secretly crave. So stop apologizing for wanting to win. Stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. You're not here to blend in. You're here to dominate. You're here to set standards. You're here to inspire others to rise. Not through talk, but through example. Winning is a language of energy. When you move with purpose, people feel it. When you enter a room, they sense it. When you speak, it carries weight. Because your aura tells the story before your words do. You've put in the hours. You've done the work. You've suffered in silence. Now you carry a calm confidence. That can't be faked, can't be copied, can't be bought. That's what separates you. You've earned your presence. You've earned your edge. You've earned the right to say, "I'm built for this." So the next time you step into the arena, whatever your arena is, walk in like you belong there, because you do. You've earned every inch of that space. And when doubt shows up, smile at it. When fear whispers, get louder. When resistance hits, push harder. Because the goal isn't to be liked. The goal is to be legendary. And legends aren't remembered for playing nice. They're remembered for playing to win. For walking through fire and not flinching. For doing what everyone else said was impossible. So keep your vision locked. Keep your standards high. Keep your hunger alive. Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them watch. Because when the dust settles, the hunter always stands above the hunted. This is your era. This is your fire. This is your aura. And the world will know it. Not because you told them, but because you showed them. Five action over motivation. No excuses. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting to feel ready. That feeling you're waiting for, it's not coming. Because the truth is, the people who win in life, aren't the ones who feel inspired. They're the ones who move without it. Motivation is emotion. Action is control. You either control your life or your feelings control you. And if you keep waiting for the perfect mood, you'll waste your whole life standing still. Every second you spend scrolling, every minute you waste comparing. Someone else out there is moving. They're not smarter. They're not luckier. They just decided that now is the time. And while you're thinking about it, they're doing it. You've read the books. You've watched the podcasts. You've heard all the advice. But at some point, it stops being about learning and starts being about execution. You don't need another plan. You need to move. Action builds confidence. Action builds clarity. Action builds the life you say you want. But thinking, overthinking, kills it. You don't need to feel perfect to begin. You just need to begin. And that's what separates the dreamers from the doers. Dreamers wait. Doers act. Dreamers talk about what they'll become. Doers become it. You've got 24 hours today. The same as every billionaire, every athlete, every legend. The difference is what you do with them. Most waste their time looking for shortcuts. You build yourself brick by brick. Every morning, every rep, every small choice. That's how you rise. There's a voice in your head that keeps whispering, maybe tomorrow. Crush that voice. Destroy it. Tomorrow isn't real. There's only now. When you start moving, you don't just change your day. You change your identity. You stop being someone who wants to improve and start being someone who acts on it. That's what power feels like. It's quiet. It's controlled. It's consistent. Forget chasing motivation. Build momentum. When you start, even small, you trigger something inside that says, I'm doing this. I'm not waiting anymore. And that momentum becomes your discipline. Discipline becomes your strength. And your strength, that becomes your aura. Because people can feel it when you move with purpose. They can sense it when you walk into a room. That energy, that unstoppable, locked-in, focused energy, comes from one thing: action. You can read every quote. You can listen to every guru. You can repeat affirmations all day long. But if you don't move, nothing changes. So stop looking for signs. Stop waiting for someday. This is your sign. This is your moment. You've already wasted enough time watching others live the life you want. Now it's your turn. Cut the noise. Turn off the distractions. And take the first step right now. Don't just consume. Commit. Don't just plan. Execute. Don't just watch. Work. If this message hit you, if something inside of you knows it's time to move, then prove it. Lock in. Focus. Take action today. And before you go, subscribe. Not because it's a button, because it's a commitment. A line in the sand that says, I'm done being passive. I'm done watching from the sidelines. From today, I'm part of this movement. I'm building my aura. So hit that button, join the grind, and then go do something about it. Because the world doesn't need more watchers. It needs more doers. No more waiting. No more excuses. Just action. Right now.